To be honest, I have a mixed feeling about this question. On the one hand, school uniforms can be a positive impact on the student body. When everyone wears the same clothes, they are more likely to feel like a part of a family. On top of that, they will be less likely to judge each other based on appearance alone. On the other hand, when school force kids to wear uniforms, they may feel like their personal freedom is being resisted. Many teenagers feel like they certainly need to have the right to express themselves through the fashion. When you have to wear a uniform, is it much more difficult to develop a unique personal style? So, to sum up, there is no clear stance to take on this on the issue of uniform in the classroom. The professor goes into a ton of detail about human aggression, which is behavior that causes a person to express physiological or physical harm. After introducing the topic, the lecturer described two theories about why aggression exists. The first theory is that aggression is a product of evolution. In the past, life was more dangerous than it is today, and so males would act aggressively in order to show that they can protect their mates of offspring. Women women gravitate towards more aggressive men and pass on straight through the gains. She goes on to say that another popular theory on aggression is known as the social learning theory, which proposes that aggression is a learned behavior. For example, children who observe a lot of violence at home or through movies and video games more likely to demonstrate aggressive behavior towards others. So after hearing this lecture, I now have a better understanding of human aggression and why it exists. According to the reading, swarm intelligence is when a bunch of different insects of the same species are able to combine and connect their thoughts, so hundreds of individuals can think and act as one. In the lecture, the professor delves deeper into this subject by explaining the ants use this type of thinking when gathering food. One group of ants will find a way to the food search and release pheromones to mark the trails. Other ants will then follow the pheromone scent. He goes on to say that honeybees use this type of intelligence when looking for a new place to live. In fact, a queen bee might send out a pheromone that attracts thousands of their bees and come together and form a kind of temporary home where the bees can survive. So, after listening, I now have better understanding of the swarm intelligence. The reading passage announced a change to school textbook policy. Students will now have to download ebooks instead of buying paper books. So school is hoping that its new change will have reduced amount of waste paper used by physical books while also making text more affordable for students. The man in conversation loved the idea. He started off by saying that he had discussed the issues in his environmental studies class before, and they came to the conclusion that the production of the paper books and other materials is having a huge impact on the environment. He also mentioned that electronics readers are much cheaper. Students will only have to pay one-time fee up front, $3,000, I think, and then the everything else is included, which is much cheaper than buying each individual textbook. As you can see, the man is a big fan of new school policy today.